What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. What is going on, Troy, Carlos? How's everybody doing today? Khalil's in the house. What's going on, Brody? Rodney Amore. What's going on, boys? Drinking a craft beer. Well, let's jump right into this, guys. Twan, my boy Twan, what's going on, bro? What is going on, boys? All right, let's jump into it. So, hope you guys are having a great day. It is Thursday. Guess what? When it's Thursday, I get hyped because tomorrow is Friday, guys. We've made it almost to the weekend, and we've had a decent week, right? We've had a decent week this week. I mean, yeah, there's been some swings up and down, but if you look at the big picture here, and this is actually the small picture because we're zoomed in, we're only looking at the 30-minute right now, but for Bitcoin particularly, we have been steadily, moving up. You guys can see I did put a temporary trend line, and you can see that we have basically have been bouncing off the trend. We did break below, right? But look where we bounced off of. We bounced off. So right now, I took off the, we have usually, you see all the lines, those are going to be our SMA, simple moving averages. I did take them off, and I strictly, for right now, I've been using the 50 and the 200-day, right? And we're going to go over the reasons why. But we're using the 50 and the 200-day. Those are pretty much your two more important moving averages, right? And you can see that for the 30-minute, we have literally been just running parallel to the 50-day, which is going to be our red line right here. And you can see that we did break below the 50 briefly. That's when we came and actually found the 200-day as support. This was as of yesterday when we broke down to about 55.5 right here. But since then, we've been smooth sailings, really been running up, looking very nice right now. Obviously, we go live and Bitcoin is starting to move towards the downside as of right now, but really no big deal. We're kind of hovering below that 58, right at that 58,000 is what we've been sitting at all day today. You guys can see from my thumbnail that you guys basically see that we are in the green for today. There are obviously some red little spots here and there, but for the most part, looking actually fantastic for the alts top 100. Sui's been killing it. We're actually going to cover an article about Sui. Sui's been doing really good. Popcat, Beam, WorldCoin, whatever this is, Pyth Network. You can see across TON is up 4%. I actually want to pull up TON's TON's chart real quick and see. Now remember, I was calling TON out when we bottomed over here towards this $4.50 mark, and I said that this could be one of those spots where you look back and you're like, damn, that probably was a good buy right there. Obviously, taking advantage of the turmoil that TON's been going through since the CEO of Telegram obviously gotten into a little bit of heat out there, right? You can see that TON has moved down, and so far it looks like it's bottomed pretty much a little bit below that $4.50, $4.44 to be exact. And you can see it has started to move towards the upside. So still not a bad spot where it's at right now, because if you really zoom out, here, if I can, actually zoom out, this was the head and shoulders that we were calling for TON, obviously, and you can see it broke down. But you can see if you zoom out, TON's really not looking terrible, right? I think any other project that would have probably gone through what TON technically went through, it really wasn't TON, but it was something that was real close to TON. If they would have gone through this, you probably would have saw a little bit more movement towards the downside, but you really didn't. You saw this kind of a scare sell, right? But we eventually found that support, like I said, around that $4.50, somewhere around the 0.5 fib retracement. And then we see a nice V-shaped recovery coming for TON. So, necessarily don't think that this is a bad thing or a bad time for TON even to jump in right now, because you guys can see TON's coming off of all-time highs just as the last few months at around $8.30. So you're getting a decent discount as of right now. So not a bad move in my opinion. Amore said, lifting at my gym, my home gym, while watching. Nice, bro. Oh, yeah. So you get a little crypto knowledge while you're getting the gains. You can't beat that, bro. Can't beat that. And I'm drinking beer while I'm streaming, while I'm working. You can't beat that either, right? Guess we're both winning over here. We're all winning today, right? We're all winning. Let's see here. So, like I said, looking fantastic with the bubbles. We are looking good with the bubbles today. If there's any particular projects you guys want to check out, please let me know as we go through the articles and stuff like that. Let me see here. Forgot to pull up the coin market cap here, and let's check out what we're looking like for Fear and Greedex. We're back into Fear? That's crazy. These numbers must be delayed. They have to be delayed. We're back down to Fear. It's a little crazy. After a day like we've had today, not that we've rallied like crazy, but you would think that we would at least be in the neutral, right? I mean, people, Bitcoin is at $58,000 right now. $58,000. And you're trying to tell me that there's a lot of fear out there? I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. You want to know what fear is? Watch Bitcoin drop down into 20, 29, 30K. That'll put some hair on your chest. Just kidding. No, but seriously, that will literally scare the whole market. Don't forget, guys, we have the FOMC meeting coming up in 5 days. And look, like I keep telling you guys, it's like every time I click into here, I just keep getting amazed how much this is like fluctuating, right? The FOMC meeting, you can see as of now, yesterday it was 85% of the market was calling for some kind of a half to a quarter percent decrease in interest rates coming up in 5 days of the FOMC meeting. And now you can see that it's shifted to 65% and 35% now calling for some kind of a half to a 0.75% ease in interest rates. So we're most likely going to see that 0.25%. I'm telling you, this is going to probably move a lot higher, and it's going to stay up there. It's looking like that 0.25% is going to be more logical for right now. Like I said, if the Feds go quarter, they can do it for the rest of the year, right? They can do a quarter September, quarter November, quarter December, right? I think it would actually be more beneficial to do that for the market, because I think if we continue to have that every month, think about that, or every month and a half, because it's 6 weeks, every month and a half we see the Feds reducing interest rates. Yeah, it's small increments, but think about what's going to happen with the market as we continue to do that. I think that's going to set us up for some solid gains coming up, like we've kind of been predicting, right? We kind of get through September, right? We survive, we see big dips, we accumulate, and I think we get into Pumptember, November, December, and we start seeing some upward movement, right? Or dare I say, we see some massive movement, right? And we just continue, or we start our new leg up for the last real final push in this bull run, right? And I'm saying we push October, November, December, we get into 2025, right? And we continue to have some movement towards the upside. Maybe by January, February, we're in altcoin season, right? Alts are going absolutely crazy. In order for that to happen, though, obviously, Bitcoin would need to be at all-time highs, obviously, and then like we always talk about, right? Bitcoin's dominance would need to start coming down a considerable amount, but the market cap as a whole for the crypto would have to increase as well, meaning people are still in the market. They're just moving their profits from Bitcoin temporarily over to the alts, and that's when you're going to see altcoins absolutely going berserk. And DeFi as well. Can't forget DeFi. So let's jump into some articles, and then we're going to check out Twitter Space. And then if you guys have any projects that you guys want to pull up, any coins, speak now or forever hold your peace, right? So TON, Intel Markets, and ETH, the next cryptos to skyrocket. You notice how they put TON on there, right? That's why I'm telling you guys, I still, even at $5 and $5.50 right now for TON, I still do believe that this is not a bad deal. That's in my opinion. So, and Amina, VASP filing sparks market excitement. TON coin, Intel Markets, and Ethereum are poised for potential price surges. The crypto market is heating up again as the Swiss crypto bank Amina filed for an Australian VASP license. Thanks to this event, many traders seek crypto coins that could explode on the price charts. Some analysts say that these tokens could skyrocket: TON coin, Intel Markets, and Ethereum. Toncoin recently announced its integration with Hot Wallet, while Intel markets reached a new milestone with over 31 million Intel tokens sold. Meanwhile, Michael Van de Pope made a bold Ethereum prediction. Toncoin, new hot wallet integration. So Toncoin has been making headlines in the crypto space. Toncoin recently revealed that the hot wallet has joined its network. They have already integrated with Ton and Ton Connect, which gives over 21 million users access to the Ton network. With this development, people can send Ton and Jedin, I don't know if I said that correctly, Jedins, while trading on Ton as at good rates. Obviously, you guys know that Ton has its own ecosystem, right? These are the things that Ton has been doing, right? Whether whether it's kind of in the backspace or whatever, this is what they've been doing and building their ecosystem for the last year. That's why Ton, up until recent, has been pretty much unstoppable in regards to their price action. Obviously, they have come down considerable with the Telegram stuff and also with the market, but for the most part, Ton has been really doing really well. Obviously, going back to the chart, you can see this explosion in price, right? And even like I said, with what they're dealing with, they really didn't come down too much, right? They held a lot of those gains, but also gave access to some people that felt like they missed out at buying in somewhere around that mid $4. So let's see here. So this bullish Toncoin news could trigger a rally for this crypto. The Toncoin value has jumped over 5% on the weekly chart. Additionally, Ton is trading above its 10-day EMA, which signals bullish momentum. As a result, market analysts predict Ton will trade at $6 before October 2024 ends. I mean, bro, it's only 40 something cents away from $6. I would imagine that's a pretty easy, safe bet to predict, right? Let's see here. So Ethereum's well-known analyst remains bullish. So Ethereum has seen some volatility recently. Over the past week alone, the price of Ethereum fell 5% as per coin market cap. But crypto analyst Michael Van de Pope is still excited about this chart. According to his X post, the Ethereum crypto has seen a bullish divergence and has made a higher low. The recent downtrend may soon break upward, pushing the entire crypto market, with Van Eck announcing that it will close its Ethereum ETF in favor of the ETF ETP. Its future appears bright. This development will directly expose the real-time price of Ethereum and smaller costs. Due to all these factors, experts foresee a rise to 2,500 in the Ethereum's price prediction soon. Where is Ethereum right now? So Ethereum's at around 23, a little over 2,300. I don't worry about Ethereum. The only thing I will say is that Ethereum has been making lower highs, right? Since it's made all-time highs since 2021, right? Bitcoin made all-time highs since then. Ethereum, you go back to these days, Ethereum used to go hand in hand with Bitcoin. Bitcoin moved up 1%, Ethereum moved up 1%, right? It's not the case anymore as of right now. Right, it's been a little bit quiet on the Ethereum front. The only really thing that we've been talking about with Ethereum, which remember, I used to buy Ethereum at like $900, so I'm very bullish and I respect Ethereum. I think Ethereum paved its way for any ecosystem that's out right now that's trying to trade and build DeFi on their platforms. Ethereum is the one that paved the way for all these ecosystems, right? Whether you want to agree or not, it's the truth. But as far as like late, the only stories that we've really been covering for Ethereum has been Vitalik selling off, right? And I think that's what's been causing, on top of the markets kind of, necessarily not doing the best in the last few months, right? So you're going to see a natural sell-off or a natural move towards the downside. But on top of that, the CEO, the founder of Ethereum has been technically selling off, whether it's for charities or for his own, his own good. I truly ain't judging him at all, but what I'm saying is I think that's what's contributed to even more sell-off for Ethereum. Final thoughts: as crypto market prepares for a potential bull run, Toncoin, Intel markets, and Ethereum may see massive growth, but one stands out: Intel markets. Thanks to its ties to AI space, which Centista projects will be worth $82 billion by 2030. Its long-term growth potential is amazing. Plus, Intel Markets has a smaller market cap than those in crypto coins. Have you guys heard of Intel Markets? Let's pull that up real quick, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Oh, is Intel Markets? Hold on here. What am I missing here? Is Intel Markets part of Fetch? Intel Markets. I'm missing something here. Well, I purposely skipped it, but I guess we're going to go back. So, Intel Markets, oh, a new presale phenomenon. Oh, it hasn't dropped yet. So, Intel Markets is a new presale star that sold over 31 million tokens. Its ongoing presale has been amazing, raising over 250,000 and potentially hitting 1 million before September finishes. People are increasingly excited about Intel Markets. This is because Intel Markets will launch its very first AI-powered smart trading platform. With this combination, people can access over 1,000 technical sources thanks to Intel Markets multi-channel analysts and restrictive trades. Not only that, but Intel Markets boosts dual chain functionality that supports both Ethereum and Solana blockchains, giving everyone the best of both worlds. You guys hearing this, guys? Let's do some digging real quick. Anybody know about this? BP's in the house. What's going on, bro? Jay, Gina, what is going on, guys? What is going on? Hold on. Intel Markets coin. This is the presale right here, guys. Let's check it out. So, embrace the future of crypto trading. So, stage 1. So, their presale is still going right now for 5 days. What the hell? You ever seen this? Like you're in an advertisement? Have any questions? Ask away. I mean, I guess it is AI, right? So I mean, it's gonna have these chatbots for sure. Let me see. So Connect Wallet, Coinbase, Rainbow, Meta, Wallet Connect. I'm wondering what ecosystem they're on, particularly. Intel smart contract. Let's click into this. Oh, they're on Ethereum. All right, so it's an Ether. So you're gonna have to have some kind of Ethereum for you guys if you want to trade, not trade, but if you want to jump in on this presale. Jasmy, what's going on? Ricky, what's going on, brother? Make sure you guys are slapping those likes. We're not actually doing that bad. We're not doing that bad. But I'm interested in this project because, you know, reading this, what I like about it is that it says that obviously AI, right? AI combination giving access to over 1,000 technical sources on a multi-channel analyst and restricted trades. And then it also says that it has dual chain functionality that supports Ethereum and Solana blockchains. What I would like to see, though, if this was like to where, if I can connect, let me see if I can connect. Oh, okay, you got to scan that. If I could, if they were, you know, on Solana particularly, I would jump in right now. I'd probably just jump in, you know, throw a few $100 in and get a presale. You guys know how I am. I'm not really big on presales. I really don't like them. But, you know, oh, look. So it's on, oh, that's Tether. That's Tether. I was like, look, it's on Ton. That's Tether that it's basically raising. Tokens remaining in stage, you have 50 million. I wonder how many, maybe I'll have to do a little research and we can go over this. I wonder how many tokens are in, you know, that are going to be initially in circulation is what kind of I'm wondering. But Intel Markets, this might not be a bad little move right here, guys. This might not be a bad little move if you guys can, you know, if you're interested in jumping in. Obviously, I'm not, you know, affiliated with them whatsoever or anything like that. You have to do your own research. 5 days for the presale, and obviously you're gonna have to connect an Ethereum wallet for you to jump in on this. Is what it's looking like. Looks like they're gonna have airdrops as well. So Not a bad little project, it doesn't look like. So, well, let's just jump into some Twitter spaces real quick, guys. Welcome everybody that just jumped in. Make sure you guys slap those likes. Happy Thursday, guys. Happy Thursday. And you know what I just realized? I'm almost out of my craft beer that I for whatever reason, whenever I go live, I'm always already like as I'm setting the live up, I'm chugging this, and so now I'm like almost out. I need to get a refrigerator right next to where I stream, so I can just be like, hold on, guys, just keep popping them open, right? Let's see here. I have a sneeze coming on. Just fair warning you guys. Amor said, side note for all the old school gamers out there, Marvel vs. Capcom 2024 is out of all major gaming systems except PlayStation. Thanks for the update, Amor. Gina said, what kind of wallet is Ethereum wallet? Did you see what did they have just now? We can go back. We'll go back and check it out. But you can actually, Gina, use like for Ethereum to keep it simple. If you have a crypto.com DeFi wallet, you can use that. You can use MetaMask, right? MetaMask is another wallet. Let me see here what they have here. Yeah, MetaMask, Coinbase wallet. Wallet Connect basically connects to like a few different kind of wallets that are compatible with this right here. So this is just basically an easy way to connect to certain wallets that you may have. Like if you're using Coinbase, if you're using crypto.com's DeFi wallet, you have to make sure on the top of the on your crypto.com DeFi, it'll say like Cronos. That's the ecosystem. You need to hit the drop down and you'll see that it opens up. There's like maybe 10 different ecosystems that you actually have different wallets on, right? So you can go over to your Ethereum, and when you click into Ethereum, you're going to need a copy, or you might be able to just go into here, and when you open up your DeFi wallet for Ethereum, you can actually just scan this this QR code or whatever the hell you want to call this SKU, and it'll bring it right up to where it'll ask you if you want to connect. So I would say if you use Ethereum, MetaMask is not a bad, it's very easy. It's almost like Phantom Wallet on Solana. MetaMask is pretty easy, and it's multi-chain. So I think you can use a few different chains on there, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've used my MetaMask wallet, so I do not hold me accountable on that one. So let's see here. So Crypto Rover, real quick, a Bitcoin death cross is imminent. Should we be worried? Now, we did cover this recently, and this is why since we've covered this, I've been kind of using this 50 to 200 day SMA. I'm sorry, just a 50 day and 200 day MA cross moving average, right? I usually use the 20, 50, and 100 SMA simple moving average for my trading, but I've been kind of using this lately, right? So if we jump back over here, I believe this is on the daily. I keep forgetting where they're getting this death cross, because I keep looking and it's like, I believe it's on the daily if I'm not mistaken. We're going to look right now to see if we're getting close to some kind of death cross. Not on the daily. Was it on the monthly is the question. Or do I not have the correct moving averages up? That could be one too. It's definitely not the monthly. I forgot, we pulled up the chart the other day and it was showing us, but I think I had two different I had a different indicator on here. Let me just see if I can find that indicator real quick. Let's see here. This is the one I have right now. Moving average 20 plus. Which one did I have? For some reason it didn't save. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same one. Literally. Gina said, please show us where and draw a line. The pressure's on now. First, I would like to see where golden cross. So they have to be zoomed out because I mean this is trying to look and find out where this cross is about to happen. Let's see what he has here. So the 50 EMA looking to cross the 200A from the upside again. What is going on, guys? Make sure you guys slap those likes. Welcome everybody that just jumped in. So right now we're looking for this death cross right now. And let me know if you guys, what chart. So obviously we have a chart up, but I believe that we're supposed to be looking at the daily, if I'm not mistaken. But what's crazy is that when I pull up the daily for the 200 and the 50 and the 200A, we don't really see a cross happening, right? We don't really see a cross. We see the 200, we see the 50, right? But they're going opposite directions as of right here. Now, if I pull up the 2-hour chart, which I know that's not what they're looking at. I know for a fact that's not what they're looking at. But let's, you know what? Let's zoom out. The daily. 5-year. You guys see me scratching my head. I'm like, bro, give a little context here. Don't know, Crypto Rover. Mine doesn't reflect that. Our 50-day is below the 200-day, but it doesn't look like it's crossing unless he's using, like, he did post this earlier, but I mean, I don't know if he's maybe using some like a outdated chart, because you can see that previously it looked like, and this is on the daily, right? It looked like we were coming up towards, back up towards the 200, but you can see that that's basically been out, you know, it's not basically going in that direction anymore is what it looks like. Now, this is on the daily. That's what I'm saying. When we go to like the weekly, there's nowhere near. It's nowhere near. So I don't know. Unless I'm using the wrong indicator. I'll try one more time. Oh, what was that? Hold on, what is this? Let's stop that. Let's pull the daily up. Nah, bro. Telling you, he's using outdated stuff here. I usually mess with Crypto Rover, but I don't know what the hell he's talking about now, because there's no, I mean, there was a cross back here. This was on the 10th, which was about 2 days ago, right? So, but he literally just posted this on the 12th, which was today. I don't know, bro. That's outdated. That was outdated, bro. Bitcoin should soon hit 6 figures regardless of who wins the U.S. election, investors say. This is what I was telling you guys yesterday. Is the same thing as that someone was asking me where do I expect if someone won and if the other person won. And to be honest, obviously we want to see both candidates, be pro-crypto. But at the same time, I think that Bitcoin's going to do what it naturally does, right? And continue to move towards the upside with times where we will have some downward movement. But when you technically zoom out of the charts, right? When you technically zoom out of the charts for Bitcoin, you can't deny that it's just slowly moving up, right? Obviously, we have swings in between, but you can see we slowly are moving up. And I think that nothing's going to stop us from eventually breaking above 100K. Obviously, you can see where I'm at over here. This is in like 2028, 2030. People are calling for $100,000 Bitcoin, in the next few months, which it easily could happen, right? I mean, if we get back up to all-time highs, 73, 74,000, we're 75% away from 100,000, right? We're not far from 100K, so it's not out of the realm, right? But if we were to continue this trajectory of just this upward movement, you guys can see, even if we were just going by the average, right? The average will be at probably 100K by like 2030, regardless, right? Regardless of the swings or whatever the case is. And obviously with using the average and we're at 100K, we're going to have times where we break well above 100 and we're going to have times where we break below 100,000. But regardless, you guys can see this is the whole lifespan of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin technically is doing nothing but moving up, right? Nothing but moving up. I think a lot of us, we get wrapped up in these daily charts, these hourly charts, and it can be a little bit stressful, but if you just, when in doubt, you zoom out and you can see that regardless, Bitcoin is doing what Bitcoin does, right? Regardless of who is in office and who's going to be in office. So Ricky said maybe he's looking at the 5-second chart. What's crazy, Ricky, is they have the 5-second chart, bro, but you can't click in. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for the 5 seconds, and not just pay because you have to pay for like a premium, like $2,000 subscription, like yearly, to be anything below a 1 minute chart, right? And they do that because people use it to do quick snipe moves in regards to like leverage trading and stuff. Michael said thoughts on Nero on Ethereum. We can pull that up, brother. We'll pull that up here in a second. Bullish, what's going on? Ricky said I've been calling for 100K Bitcoin for at least 6 years. I mean, not to burst your bubble, bro, but I mean, you can call for 100K. I don't think anybody that's calling for any kind of number is going to be wrong, right? Unless you're calling for like $1 billion Bitcoin, right? It's like, yeah, that we're going to get to 100K. I think really the hard part is predicting the time frame, right? When are we going to get to 100K? Because saying we're going to get to 100K, I understand what you're saying. Even, if it was back a few years ago, people are like, 100,000? You sound crazy right now. But in all due reality, now you don't. You're not the crazy one, right? It's just really the time frame on when are we going to hit that $100,000 mark is the question. Mike asked if we could check out, what was the project? Nero. Let's pull that up. On Ethereum. Did I spell that correctly? Spelled it correctly. You said it's on Ethereum? You sure, bro? Let me get rid of that $sign and see. Oh, there it is. Mike, if you're still here, let me know. Is this the project that you're talking about? Jay said thoughts on XRP ETF news. Mike said, yep. All right, cool. What's funny is I think we might have, if I don't have the article up, I did see something like that. We'll pull it up here in a second. We'll read into it together as a group. How about that? We'll have some story time. So thoughts on this project. So holy crap, market cap 163 million, liquidity 100% locked in, 1.7 million, not looking bad at all. It's been out for a little over a month. I mean, it looks great. So I mean, you can see obviously you had those initial gains, right? Made all-time highs. Then you kind of saw the profits being taken. Drops down at some spot right here at around 2.3 cents. And since then, you can see that it's been on a nice run, right? It's been on a nice run. Couple of things that I can see is that it bounced off, or it ran up and found some support, even if it's not bouncing exactly at that 0.5, but you can see it's like pretty close, finding support at the exact same spot around this 15 cent mark right here. So I mean, this is a big move from just 9 days ago. 2 cents actually technically ran up to 20 cents. So this did a 10x in literally less than 10 days, right? So I mean, you see a nice move in regards to that. Ran up, broke above the 382, and then you can see that it looks like it's having some support for now around this 0.5. So what I can say is that if it can hold that 0.5, it's definitely going to need to come back up and retest this 382 level and find some support obviously above the 382. And then we'll be talking about the 236, where we're going to start getting very bullish here and possibly talking about some all-time highs breaking. So, but doesn't look bad at all. Nice bounce. Now, depending on if you bought in down here, bro, I already would been looking for some taking profits, right? Because right here, even if you didn't take it at the top, you bought in at 2 cents, you're at 16 cents right now, you're probably up 8x. That's a solid move right there. I'm not necessarily saying sell, not financial advice, right? But at the same time, you gotta secure that bag, right? So depending on where you've you bought in on would be kind of like what I'm contemplating. Am I going to sell right now? If I'm up like crazy, I would be thinking about selling. If I just recently bought in, I'd be watching this 0.5 level as some big support around this 15 cent level as support, and hopefully we can break up. Like I said, big spots for some resistance, 18.5 cents, and then the 236, which it has not come back to retest yet, at around that 22, 23 cent mark is going to be your next spots for some support. I'm sorry, resistance. Support 0.5, 15 cents. If it breaks that, you're going to be looking at the 618 at 11. If this breaks that 11 cents, you can see it bounce multiple times at that 618. If it breaks that 618, you're talking about dropping all the way down probably to the 786 level, which is, not going to look too good. But for right now, the project looks great. Numbers look good. Hopefully, you can see a nice little bounce, and we can be talking about maybe in the next few days some possible all-time highs. Good luck with that, brother. Ricky said, I'm more interested in a 20,000 Ethereum because when that happens, alts will go parabolic. I will tell you this, brother. Mark my words, and what have I been saying? This is altcoin season right here. And I'm going to write it down just so we know. Right here. This right here is altcoin season line. We break right here. We break this line and we stay above that line. This is altcoin season right here. So Ethereum, if it breaks above this 4,000 and really the 4,100, which is its previous local high, right? This isn't all-time highs, but this is its local high. If Ethereum can break above that 41 and find some support above there, that's when you're going to be talking about altcoins absolutely going berserk, right? That's when you're going to be talking about altcoins going berserk. That's what happened last time. We broke above briefly, got rejected, but when we broke the second time, this was back, I can guarantee, I can't even see right now, I'm saying this is probably in November of 2021. Let's see, November of 2021, altcoin season. And this is what I was talking about last time, guys. This was probably yesterday or a couple days ago when someone asked me about how long altcoin season can possibly go for. I said, honestly, you have to remember the run up for alts, right? Alts were running up, right? But when we went absolutely parabolic was when Ethereum kind of got into this stage above this 4,100 and it stayed above there, right? But you can see the time frame. We broke above October and we stayed around there to about mid-December, right? It was about our time. Alts basically had that time frame. Now, they did well before, right? But when you saw some of these alts just going 10, 20, 30 X's, this is when they did it, around this time. So you're talking about a 4 to 6 week period of alts just going absolutely berserk. Every day you're looking at your portfolio and you're up 50, 100%, and it just keeps going and going and going, right? Obviously, some days you'll be down, not down, but it won't be moving on those movements every single day, but it'll feel like it, right? And another thing, when we go through this, right, because it will come when altcoin season kicks in. Another thing too is that you're gonna have all your friends. We're gonna have people in here that are gonna be saying that they're when I tell them, guys, listen, it looks like we're coming down, they're not going to buy into it. And they're going to keep buying and buying and buying, right? And those are going to be the ones that are going to get caught buying at the top as we start moving down, right? Because it's not going to be a long threshold, right, that we're going to be sitting in altcoin season and also in DeFi season, right? Unfortunately, now this could be different. We could sit around there for a little while, right? Or it could be even shorter than we saw in 2021. So that's why, I just want to prepare you guys. So when we do get into altcoin season and Ethereum is going crazy and you have all the alts just absolutely going parabolic, that, when the good is going, don't think it's going to be forever, right? Don't think it's going to be forever and we're just going to continue to just keep rallying and rallying and rallying. We're going to have, a solid maybe 4 to 8 weeks of running, and then that's going to be it. That's going to be it. And then that's going to be it for the bull market, right? And it's almost like when you're out at a nightclub or you're at the party and you're just freaking killing it. You're having fun. You got all the ladies with you. If you're a girl, you got all the dudes with you, right? And you're having fun and the lights come on, right? But there's always those few people that just do not want to stop partying, right? Where are we going next? That's almost like what it is, right? And it's like when the lights come on, you got to call it. You got to, take your profits and you basically you want to start preparing for when we're going to be finally bottoming out, which takes a while, right? If you remember from 2021 to us going in that the bear market, it took a solid freaking 8 months, a year for us to really bottom out, right? It took a while, and that was my mistake. Not selling at the top. I caught pretty much the top, right? But really buying back in, I was buying back in a little too early, right? I waited like a month or two and I started buying, accumulating more, and I had to keep just basically buying and buying to bring my average down because we just kept dropping and dropping and dropping, right? So this time around, hopefully we can catch the top. We are going to catch the top, right? Because we're no fudders and we're going to be on here and we're going to basically be calling those signals. But at the same time, it's going to be like a wait for it. You're going to have to wait and have that patience, just like you have patience right now to sell. You're going to have patience to buy back in when we're on our way down, right? Because you don't want to, even though, you're buying at some of these bargain prices, you want to catch that bottom, because if you're spending, maybe $1,000 on a project, if you buy it at a certain point and it drops down 75%, that's freaking almost double that you could have the same liquidity, but double your position for the same amount of money, right? So when we get back, 2026, 27, or whenever we get back into another bull run, you're basically, you're in it to win it. So until this happens, we are just going through a bunch of pumps and dumps. I don't know about pumps and dumps, but I understand where you're coming from. It's those times where, and that's what I told you guys. It's what it feels like that we've been in for the last few months, where it's like, you feel like the markets are starting to rally again, only to come back the next day or 2 days and we're right back down making lower lows, right? And that pretty much just sums out what we've seen here on the charts, right? We've had all-time highs, right? It looks like we're about to get to all-time highs. We get rejected. A couple of times where it looked like we really were about to run up and make some more all-time highs. 72,000, rejected, right? So, and we've been technically, if you really think about it, we've been making lower highs. Like I've been saying this for the last 2 or 3 months. We've been making lower highs and lower lows, right? But only to form this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bull flag right here, guys. This right here is an epic bull flag right here. And I've been telling you guys this, and I didn't move this line. Look where we exactly bounced, pretty much. Look at that. Right on the trend of this bull flag. When we I'm telling you, if this can play out, this is going to send us I'm telling you, we're going to be breaking above 85K easily for Bitcoin, right? But we just, like I keep stressing, we don't know the time frame. We don't know the time frame on when we're going to get that breakout. But if you look at the charts, historically speaking, it's usually, we see usually the tops are getting, some nice pumps towards the end of the year, which we're pretty much in now, right? We get past September, October, November, December, and even the beginning of 2025, I think is going to be some solid moves for the most part, as long as nothing major happens on the world stage. So Amor said, I think long-term traders, this current market is perfect, and for day traders, it's a nightmare. I mean, I agree. So yesterday, you guys know I do a lot of leverage trading, and I've been making smart, predict, or, I can read in the charts, and I'm like, this is what this is going to do. But I've been getting wrecked because I've been kind of buying in a little too early. And then it'll, like, if I do a short, right, I'm like, we're about to be heading down. And the charts are pointing towards it, right? I'll open up a leverage short, and then it'll pump very slightly, but enough to liquidate me. A small little move, and then it just dumps to all shit, right? So it's like I know what's about to happen, but I'm opening up my trades a little too early. So yesterday, I ended up opening up 100x. I was like, bro, no, because I got liquidated like twice in the last week. Nothing crazy, but I got liquidated. So I was like, you know what? And it was off of stuff that, like I just said, I knew what was happening. I just opened the trade just freaking like an hour too early and ended up either getting the pump or the dump really fast before whatever initial, if I opened up a short or a long, right? So yesterday, I don't remember if I have it on the chart. I don't remember what I did. If I opened up a long or a short, but I did, because I've done so many in the last like day or two. Some of them been bad, and some of them been absolutely great. And this 100x was absolutely fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Called it, to the T, right? I don't remember which one it was. I want to say, because it was yesterday, so it had to have been somewhere around here. I believe I opened up a short, right, and rode 100x down, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't remember, but it was epic. It was epic. It was fast. It was a quick like 80% gain, off of 100x, and I was just feeling like the man. I was like, you know what? Days like that, you're like, hell yes, right? Because, like I said, I've been literally reading the charts. I'm not going to say perfect, but I've been reading the charts pretty damn well, right? But for whatever reason, I just keep jumping in a little too early, right? And I end up getting liquidated. Remember I told you guys that the other day? I literally got liquidated by like $5, and then it literally dumped like I was predicting. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I kind of agree with the more day trading, leverage trading right now. If you're going too risky on those leverages, you can, I know there's plenty of people out there that are agreeing that there's blood out there in the streets, but there's also so much money to be made with these swings that we've been seeing. So, and I know for my members, I still owe you guys a members only stream for this week, so don't worry. And we're going to definitely be getting right into leverage trading for sure. Again, we've already done leverage trading plenty of times, but we're definitely going to just continue to tackle it, because I know that's a big interest on a lot of people. Obviously, disclaimer, leverage trading is very risky, right? You can easily get wrecked, but you can also, if you know what you're doing, you can also make some solid fast gains, especially in a boring market that we're in right now, right? That's what kind of excites me. Is I have a DeFi wallet that has a few $100 in it, nothing crazy, right? And I open up trades. I'll do maybe $50 trades of leverage trading. And I'll do like maybe, sometimes I'm conservative. Sometimes if I'm drinking old Grandpappy's, medicine over here, I get a little ballsy and I'll open up some 100Xs. But I'll tell you this, a lot of times when I'm conservative, I'll end up doing something a little too early and get wrecked. And then when I'm just balls to the walls 100X, it's like it always plays out. And I'm like, hell yes, so it is what it is. But it brings excitement into the market, into trading for right now, right? It's like I tell you guys, it's like me going to the casino, You know, like I want to win, obviously, but you know, these funds that I'm using, this small little, you know, few $100 that I have in this wallet that if I lose it, I'm not putting any more into put into leverage trading. It's just to have some fun, some excitement. You guys know I have my long-term investments, obviously NFK, No FUD Koala on Solana. Check that out. That's the hottest DeFi project on Solana, No FUD Koala, right? You guys like that little advertisement? But obviously, I have my gems that I hold on to long-term. But as far as like leverage trading, I enjoy doing that because it's exciting. You know, I'm like glued to the charts, right? And I'm kind of just like, you know, unless you make the wrong move, you know. But that, like I said, that's why I'm just doing small increments, you know, just having fun. So let's jump into this article real quick. So at the top of the topic, Bitcoin jumps over 58K amid tech stock rally. Sui outperforms. Real quick, let's see what the traditional market did for today. So you guys can see the S&P, you know, it's not like they're moving like they're not like moving, you know, like in droves, but you can see the S&P actually is back up like crazy. Actually, it's up to almost 5,600. That's a nice move. That's almost all-time highs. Let's click into this real quick. Yeah, look at this. S&P is almost at all-time highs again. That's freaking fantastic if you have a 401k with the S&P in there. Most 401ks are in S&P. NASDAQ not doing bad at all either. And then you have the Dow Jones right there, not far from making all-time highs right here. So, and the dollar, the DXY is down about 0.5%. That's what we want to see, right? So, I mean, it looks good. Like the traditional market is back up and running as well. Remember, we were getting headwinds from the traditional market kind of getting coming down a little bit in the last few weeks. Bitcoin, for whatever reason, was getting correlated with that. But what's funny is a month ago when they were making all-time highs, Bitcoin wasn't running with them. You know, so I guess Bitcoin's only running with them when they're heading down, which I explained to you guys. That's because of the ETFs, right? But we're not really running with them when they're on their way up. But today you can see for the big, you know, the big three right here, the S&P, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, they all didn't even go up maybe 1%, but Bitcoin's up over 1% today. Gold's another thing. Look at this. Gold's been rallying, and I have somebody that's close to me that's all into gold, and the other day they were like, don't buy a house, because you guys know I'm about to buy a house. They're like, don't buy a house, just put it all into gold. And I gave him that emoji where it was just like, you know, Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan emoji. Let me pull it up where he's laughing. Let's see here. This is the one right here. I gave him one of those when he told me. I was like, bro. Whew. Like I literally, after I this was me exactly after I read it. I was like, dude, I was dying laughing. I was like, I told him, I said, bro, thank you so much. I needed that laugh, right? Well, now look at it. Even though I would have never done that, but you can see gold is doing great, making all-time highs today for gold. So, not really too fond of gold, right? You want to talk about something that's manipulated. I think that gold, honestly, gold and silver are manipulated, right? I think they really are. Gold, silver, and even diamond, like precious metals. Unless you're out there actually getting them, like going out and mining gold, you know, or whatever the hell, or you're going out and getting diamonds and stuff like that, and silver and all that, you know, precious metals, and actually physically having them, then I would say hell yeah, you know, that's a move right there. But just, you know those commercials buying in on gold and stuff like that, you're not buying gold. You're trading off the price of gold, and it's basically like buying a Bitcoin ETF, right? One thing I want to say, guys, real quick, put a pause to the show. I'm being very serious, guys, and I'm not even bullshitting you. Listen to what I'm saying right now. Have you guys been on YouTube? Have you guys seen these commercials that have been popping up in between the crypto channels, where it's like Michael Saylor, or it's the guy from XRP, right? And they're like, hey guys, if you notice their lips are like, they're it's not really going, they're like, hey guys, we started a new whatever fund, where a raffle, I think is what they're saying, right? Be careful. Do not fall into that. That is 100% a scam, right? They're doing it for Michael Saylor. They're doing it for XRP. They're doing it for like anybody that's like a well-known, like a big guy that's in crypto. They're doing it, and it's AI, where they're getting their actual face off of an interview. But if you look at their mouth, how they're talking, it's 100% AI, and it's a scam. And they're basically telling you to scan like they'll put up a barcode and tell you to scan it, connect your wallet. Do not fall into that. I've been seeing it for the last week, and I've been wanting to bring it to you guys' attention. I know you guys aren't dumb enough to fall for that, but I just want to make sure, right? Do not fall for any of that stuff. Now back to the show. L, what's going on, brother? He said leverage is a lot of fun for sure, but it's also very risky, so everyone be careful with it. That being said, I'm 100x right now. There you go, bro. Living on the edge. Living on the edge right there. Red Rum coming in with the Milady and the eyeballs. I think he's trying to tell us to look at Milady's, guys. Let's pull Milady's up. Let's zoom in, though, a little bit on Milady. What's old Milady doing today? What's she doing? And just because we don't talk about Milady too much, do not think that I don't love Milady, right? I'm just kind of waiting for a little bit more excitement. So you can see right now, I mean, nothing really too much. She's chopping around in this channel that she's been in. Obviously, good buy zone. Anything below this 7.9 has been a very, very excellent buy zone. You can see it's pretty much bottomed out so far right here. So looking fantastic as far as bouncing off of these local lows right here. But she's been kind of sitting in this channel, which don't worry, bro. One thing I will tell you, if you've noticed, meme coins have been quiet, right? Meme coins have been quiet across the board. If you really look at it, PEPE's up 2%, BONK's up 2%, Myro that I've been buying in on is up 5.5%, right? And then you have Milady up about 1.55% right now, right? So those aren't impressive. Even Myro being up 5%, not impressed whatsoever, right? They're meme coins. They usually will move really fast, but I will tell you, do not get worried, because what happens, right? Meme coins are always the first to sell off when things get bad, right? But what are one of the first things to start rallying right when Bitcoin starts going crazy? Meme coins. People will start flooding their money into meme coins and buying it on meme coins. So it's gonna happen, Red Rum. You've been being so strong. You've been being so strong, bro, holding out. So you know what? Your patience will pay off, my friend. It will pay off. All right. Everyone should own some physical gold and silver. Hell yeah. The trick is, Ricky, where the hell do you actually... Oh, I mean, what do you do? Go to the mall, into those little middle kiosks, and buy a freaking chain for double the price? Where does a brother get a brick of gold if he's looking for some? Huh? Oh, Ricky, there you go. He actually answered my question right after that. He said you can buy gold and silver at Costco. Bro, can you buy it in bulk for cheap? That'd be pretty dope. Amar said you should hear the things I tell Telegram scammers. Bro... They're the worst. Twan, if it wasn't Milady, I wouldn't watch this stream. It's a blessing to be here. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I was like, damn, do I need to cover more Milady, bro? He's saying he wouldn't have stumbled across the stream if it wasn't for Milady. And you know what, Twan? Milady built my channel, bro. That's why you will always hear me have respect for Milady. That's why, like, we haven't looked at Milady in like the last like few days, but I always come back and it always reminds me, and I just stay humble to Milady, because that's how I've met all you guys, right? That's how I built my channel, was running on Milady, because I knew that, and I know that Milady hasn't even seen its potential yet, right? We saw, these massive runs previously, obviously, right? We all know these massive runs that Milady has had. She's going to have them again, right? I mean, if you really think about it, look at these massive runs that we've seen, and look where Milady is at right now. Bro, she is setting up for such an epic run, right? And we're going to be here to capture it all, right? But when I started my channel, it was way back here in the bear market, right? Where no one really wanted to talk about crypto. They especially didn't care about Milady, right? This new meme coin that Elon Musk tweeted about maybe one time, right? And all the buzz died out. But I was like, you know what? Bro, this project, the market cap at the time was at like $20 million, and it was trading on a lot of major exchanges. I'm like, bro, you guys remember where I, my stomping grounds were, right? 2020 Dogecoin. So I saw the potential in Milady, and I was like, bro, I'm running with Milady. We're gonna cover everything else, DeFi, everything, but Milady is gonna be like my main little gal that we're gonna make basically cover a lot. And yes, our streams have evolved a little bit more, right? Which I wanted to evolve into just a full platform for anybody to come in and talk crypto, but at the same time, Milady is always going to be here, and we're always going to support Milady, right? Along with everything else. So I appreciate you being here, Twan. Red Rum said 25 billion on deck. Damn, bro, you got a bag there. Ricky, that's how I found you also. Felt like the only Milady holder out there, right? You're exactly right, bro. Like I said, bro, we're always going to stay here. We're going to stay true to our roots. Milady, we're going to be here. And when she runs to that $2 to $10 billion market cap, like I've freaking been calling for the last year and a half, we're going to be celebrating, right? We're going to be celebrating like crazy. You guys are going to see me just go freaking crazy. Even if I don't have a bag, you're going to see me probably in a roller coaster ride where I'm crying. And I'm so happy for you guys, because the crying is, I better get right now, I better get some damn Milady. And I'm saying this, I'm telling you guys don't want to hear this. I know Red Rum, put some fingers in your ears. You don't want to hear this, but I need Milady to drop just a little bit so I'm just trying to jump in real fast, pick up a quick 50 billion off of just one move. I'll just pick up 50 billion real fast right now if she can just drop down in my buy zone. But I do definitely need to get my bag up. Let's read this article real quick. So Bitcoin jumps over 58,000 amid tech stocks rally and Sui outperforms. So Sui outperforms the market. Let me dim my light real quick because this shit's bright as hell. Make sure you guys can see me. There we go. All right, so Sui outperforms the market, rising over 16%, possibly due to Grayscale's new Sui Trust announcement. So, and remember, if you guys aren't familiar, Sui is basically a solid project that is building a massive ecosystem as well, kind of like Ton, right? So Bitcoin surpasses 58,000 during an Asian market hours, influenced by the rally in U.S. tech stocks and positive movement in Asian equities. Despite the Bitcoin price increase, U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs experienced outflows, with ARK Investment seeing a notable $54 million in outflows. AI tokens post modest gains amid reports that OpenAI is planning to raise $6.5 billion at a $150 billion validation. Bitcoin rose to 58K during the Asian market hours on Thursday on the back of the rally in the U.S. technology stock and gains in the Asian equity market. However, spot Bitcoin exchanges traded funds in the U.S. slipped back to outflows on Wednesday after two-day inflow streak, losing 48 million, led by 54 million outflows from ARK Investments. U.S. inflation data from August supported bets for a Federal Reserve rate cut in coming weeks as the core inflation rose faster than expected to more than 0.3%. Chipmaker NVIDIA ended the day up 8%. Damn, that was yesterday. Someone called out NVIDIA yesterday, and look at that. It ended the day yesterday 8%, while major stocks, and someone called out NVIDIA. We had a morning stream yesterday, so they called out NVIDIA pre-market in the chat. So while major stocks, Microsoft, Google, Apple jumped as high as 2.13%. All that's telling me is that the stock market is back up and running right now, right? So gains spread to Asia as Thursday as stocks in Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan surged. Japan's Nikkei 225 index broke out of a 7-day losing streak as the yen slightly retreated after a record high on Tuesday against the US dollar. So I mean, it looks, if you just read what I just read, right? You're just reading this, it looks like things are getting back to being bullish, right? It looks like things are starting to get back to being bullish, at least in the world economy as far as like the stock markets, right? So with all that being said, Bitcoin is going to follow suit and most likely start running like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I'm telling you, someone asked me this the other day when we were getting into September. We have the chart up about September being a rough month for crypto, right? And I said I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna say that we're probably gonna end September. I'm like 70% saying that we'll probably end it in the green. Will it be a massive 20% gain? Green as far as September? Probably not. But even if we end September 0.1%, right? We didn't really move, but we ended up in the green. I think we'll take that as a win, because I think the end of this year, we're going to see some big movements in Bitcoin. And don't be surprised, guys. Even in September, we wake up in these next few days, in the next few weeks, right? And we see that Bitcoin has started to break above 60K, and all that bullishness starts coming back into the markets, right? Do not be surprised, because it always happens like that, right? We go through these time periods where it just seems like we're down and out. We're so bearish. More bearish stuff is rolling out, blah, 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 blah. And then like a week, 2 weeks later, it's like, bam, everything's back to being bullish again, and Bitcoin's pointing straight up to the sky, right? Ricky said 10 billion sounds good to me. If she gets there, we have an NFK beach party for sure. Uh-oh. Jason, if you get 50 to 100 billion, Milady, you're good maybe for life if the bull run goes as planned. I 100% agree with you, Jason. 100%. The reason why I particularly said 50 billion, and I'm not just gaslighting or anything like that. I know that's a big bag, right? That's I don't know what it is for the price range right now, but I would almost guarantee that it's probably around about 4K, right? I say that because when I sold my bag of Milady, right? And I sold my bag of Milady, it wasn't because I was like, oh, I'm done with Milady. It had nothing to do with that. You guys remember, if you've been following me, I said we were going to be coming down, right? I said, guys, it looks like we're heading down. So when we were around this area right here, I didn't catch the top, but I had bought back around this area. And around this area, I had at the time about 60 billion Milady, somewhere around 50 to 60, in between. It was in the 50s, almost to 60, somewhere around there, I believe, right? But I ended up selling my whole bag. It was hard. It was hard for me to sell off, right? Because you know how it is with us. You get in, you get so hype about these projects, you don't really want to hit that sell button, right? But I was in the green, solid green, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell off with anticipation of me buying back, even if it's 10% down or whatever the case is. I'm going to use that liquidity. I'm coming right back. I have not jumped back in, right? And rightfully so, because we have been slowly moving towards the downside. But now, if you look at like just Milady's chart, you can see that we've the downward movement, right? But you can see as of late, we have looked like we're basically trading sideways now, right? And that's usually an indicator of consolidation before we start seeing a run. What I keep leaning to is the time frame. We don't have a time frame on when we're moving, but I just keep saying this, is that the end of the months traditionally, or the end of the year traditionally is a good time for crypto if we're in a bull market, right? And we're getting into October, November, December. We're going to get past this election crap, all this stuff. Still, I think regardless of whoever gets in the office, Bitcoin, the crypto market, still has one more leg up, and we're going to see that run, right? We just don't know when. So that's why, you guys, we're talking about Milady, and I'm like thinking about, just me bringing the channel up and the bear market, and then I'm like, holy shit, I don't have a bag of Milady anymore, right? And I've had this, the funds that I sold this have been sitting on the sides waiting. I need to jump in. So that's why I pull up that 50 billion, because that's pretty much what I had, before, I sold, so, and it would be nice if I use that same liquidity. I'm sure I could probably accumulate now, probably more than 50. I could probably accumulate probably 60, 70 billion. Who knows? Maybe I could just go from a no coiner all the way to a freaking whale in Milady like that. And you guys, just like we have to call our NFK whale, whenever he talks in the Discord, we got to call him a whale. You guys are going to have to call me Whale Crip. Does that go? Or Crip Whale? No Fud Whale? Crip No Whale. No. Whale No Crip. I don't know. We'll get back to that, but it's got a little ring to it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But all jokes aside, definitely want to start accumulating bag of Milady for sure. So, but yeah, things look good, guys. Honestly, Bitcoin's back above 58K, right? We can take baby steps. You guys can see, obviously, short-term trend line right now. I mean, we're looking good. And what I like that I've been seeing for the last day is that now we've really found some support. It looks like above this 58K, right? Before, and I was calling this out. Look, this was last week. We were running up and hitting our head at the 58K. Remember, I was telling you guys we were chopping around in this channel. We had broke out and actually broke below the channel. And then we came back in, came back, hit our head multiple times at the 58K. But since we have been, looks like for now, right? I don't want to get ahead of us, but it looks like we have found some support at around this 58K, which is great because that'll only lead us back up. Even if we sit in this channel, we'll be coming back and we'll start retesting 59.5, which is going to be our next 59.6 area, somewhere around there, which would be our next spot for some solid resistance. As you can see, we chopped around in this channel for a while, right? As we were heading down. So, Tuan said, crypto whale. All right. Ricky said crypto whale. I like that. I like that. But it's not going to mean anything until I pick up the bag, right? So, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on picking up that bag. Come on, Milady. I just need, if anybody's out there that holds a big bag of Milady, let's sell off real quick. Let me jump in so I can get to whale status and then just jump right back in. All right? You can do me that solid. That'd be awesome. Let's finish off here. So Ethereum well-known analyst remains bullish. I think we already read this article on another one. Yeah, we already read this article. So meanwhile, layer 1 blockchain Sui, this is where we left off, made waves on Thursday as the token beat the market up over 16% according to CoinDesk. Let's see here, versus the 1.67 rise in the broader CoinDesk 20 index. Sui is likely outperforming the market because of Grayscale's recent announcement about opening the Grayscale Sui Trust. According to a public information page from Grayscale, the NAV per share of the trust is $13.50, while each share has $14.95 Sui tokens in it, putting the value of each Sui token in the trust at 90 cents. Considering Sui's current value of just over $1, the market seems to be setting up for a Grayscale discount. Elsewhere, AI tokens posted modest gains as Bloomberg reported that OpenAI is planning to raise $6.5 billion at a valuation of $150 billion. Near Protocol token is up 6%, while the artificial super intelligence alliance. I'm like, wait, what is this here? FET, which is FET. Token is up 9% and trading above $1.40. Hell yeah. I like this article because it just makes me feel, it just gets me bullish, right? It just gets me in that bullish mood. It really does. And we need it. We definitely need it. What's going on, old? Amor said 300 billion Milady and still holding all my sacrifice, hopefully paying off. That's right, guys. I always forget we got whales amongst us. Mr. Amor, I'm going to tell your story real quick, bro. Very sweet and short, but Amor came in here. He's been here rocking since like pretty much day one. But my boy's been in here and he's been talking about, like a year ago, was talking about how he was basically, for the last few years sacrificed really and just was like trying not to spend any money on entertainment, like going out to eat, like doing the bare minimum in life so he could keep accumulating, right? Whatever he was, bullish on. And one of the projects that he was bullish on was Milady, right? And to this day, like he says, he holds 300 billion Milady right now. And he's been holding, while we ran all the way up, he's been holding because he's got a goal that he wants to get to as far as when he sells, right? And Amor, when you go to sell, bro, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you to hit that sell button. Mark my words, but you better do it, boy. You better secure that bag. And my boy Bullish over here coming through with the 40 billion. Hopefully 40 billion will be enough. Bro, 40 billion's a freaking bag, dude. That's a bag. Don't listen, everybody's got different financial situations, right? Everybody's got different financial situations. Let me turn my light back on a little bit. We all have different situations, right? So, I mean, me saying 50 billion, more saying 300 billion, it doesn't matter. We have people that have 10 billion, right? And they're perfectly happy about it. And you know what? When we run, I hope it all pays off for you guys. Amor said, "Keep me accountable, bro." I mean, that's you at the end of the day, bro. But I'm gonna be calling you out when we're at like freaking some crazy prices, like, bro. Not financial advice, but what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Ricky said, "When I was buying, you could get 5 billion for $150." I know, bro. Oh wait, that's pretty cheap. I bought in at bro. And I've told you guys this. I bought Milady at the absolute low. The bottom of the bottom is what I bought Milady at, right? But I did sell, and I mean I sold back then for like 20 or 30% profits. I sold and then bought back in multiple times, you know. So when I bought in, I don't remember how much it was, but it was cheap as hell. Like $1 billion was like $30 or something, like something cheap. Tuan said, "How'd you hear about Milady?" How I heard about Milady was when Elon dropped the tweet. When Elon dropped the tweet, you know, I was curious and I looked into it, you know, but I waited because it was up like thousands of percent. So when it retraced like crazy, you know, like a few days later, I started looking at it and keep my eye on it. I was like, bro, the market cap at the time was at like 30 million and it was dropping. You know, I was like, damn, this just got tweeted. Because remember, I come from Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin, Elon. And I'm like, this shit just got tweeted by by Elon. And you know what I'm saying? The market cap's at like under $100 million. I was like, bro, this might be a move right here. You know, and that's how I basically, you know, stumbled across, you know, Milady and really getting interested in that. Milady is having some ladies' night in Singapore on the 19th. Oh, let's go. Let's go. On the 19th, we got 7 days to get there. Let's go. Tickets on Ricky. Ricky's going to get all your information, and Ricky's buying us all tickets to Singapore, and he's going to pay for everything that you know goes down in Singapore, right? You guys know what goes down over there. Ricky's paying for it all. Let's go. Let's go. So to conclude, guys, I think we're going to continue on this way up. We really don't have much ahead of us. We have this Michigan consumer coming out. I don't think this is going to be too much of a mover or anything like that. Probably a big nothing burger. What do we have? Retail, month over month, building permits, and we have the Fed meeting, the FOMC meeting, which is going to be the big elephant in the room coming up on the 18th, which is in about 5 days from now, right? Yeah, 5 days, a little over 5 days. So that's going to be the big thing. That's obviously going to be for next week. So, but other than that, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. It's been a pleasure tonight. We had a good stream. We had a good day today. It's in regards to the markets. Hopefully we can continue. Like I said, we need to hold this support at around at least this 57.9 area, 57,950 to be exact. Right under that 58, we have to hold this as some support, right? But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Be safe out there, and make sure you guys are subscribed. Fun fact, I looked at the stats yesterday. 90% of our viewers, right? And I'm talking about after tonight, we'll probably have like 200 people will come and watch the video after. 90% of the viewers are subscribed. So shout out to the whole No FUD community. I really do appreciate you guys being subscribed. Now, the other 10%, what the hell are you doing, bro? Hit the subscribe, hit the like, come join the squad, all right? All right, guys, you guys be safe out there. I will see you guys tomorrow, all right? Thank you again.